bottles inside the educational institution, and there is much more. There is much more. That is antithetical to the sanctity of the educational institution. How have you all stopped it in these many years?
The institution we treat it like a second home, which is why we have complete right if we want to smoke and drink in campus.
I'm sorry. Come again. You are saying you have the right to drink and smoke inside the campus.
Yes, we do.
Who has given you the right? Protest outside Jadavpur University campus, and inside there is also a protest which is being observed, and this time it's a protest through graffitis, and this is again CCTV. What they say is nothing but surveillance. Mind it, this comes at a time when there is a growing debate as whether Jadavpur University campus 2 should be brought under the surveillance of CCTV, given the fact that lack of CCTV inside the hostel of Jadavpur University had only kept the death of Swapnadeep Kundu, a mysterious one, till date, and the investigation is relying purely on testimonies and circumstantial evidences. So far, the students of Jadavpur University had maintained that inside the campus, if there is a CCTV, that could also mean state surveillance at some point. Ma'am, I do see you are engaged in this graffiti, and it is being done today because I have been visiting Jadavpur University for the past couple of days. I did not see it yesterday. What is the purpose and what message you are trying to give out through this graffiti, where I also see something over here and it's written state surveillance?
The message that we're trying to give out is the fact that we stand against all the CCTVs that are being implanted by the authorities. We strongly believe that in this day and age where phone cameras exist, we have hours and hours of footage of various riots and mob lynchings across Manipur, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, you name it. But that does not stop the crime from happening. If CCTV footage was alone responsible for stopping any form of crime, then we wouldn't have any form of crime right now in the country. But that is not how you stop crime. You can only identify a criminal with the help of a CCTV. You cannot stop dragging with it.
Well, I do not belong to any campus. I have crossed that boundary long back. So with the little experience that I have, I also know there are cases where investigation has been solved. Cases have been cracked with the help of CCTV. So to not have a CCTV or to have CCTV has not really deterred crime. Is it very conclusive an inference?
When last year around 2019, when police personnel had broken into JNU and beaten up all the students, that CCTV footage was made public. Did any of those people get arrested for that? They did not. All the people who are involved in the Manipur case, yes, they have been identified. I'm not saying that you cannot identify a criminal, but you cannot stop crime with the help of a video camera.
How do you stop crime?
The administration's job is to conduct sensitization drives against ragging culture. What does any educational institution do? It is supposed to teach students. The students who come here are 18-year-old, 19-year-old people. They are not evil the way media and society at large portrays Jadavpur to be.
No, students are not evil.
Exactly.
Sorry, your name is Srijata, right?
Srijata.
Srijata, at least on News the Truth, we very much care for the students and we do uphold the rights of students.
Absolutely.
And we do believe the student power is a very important factor in our social construct.
Right.
But what it cannot support, and I say this standing in front of all you students and in front of you, I do not support such beer bottles and alcohol bottles inside the educational institution, and there is much more. There is much more. That is antithetical to the sanctity of the educational institution. How have you all stopped it in these many years?
We have tried.
And failed?
Yes, we have tried and we have failed, but it is also, sir, it is very important to observe that all the people who are talking big about why there are this many beer bottles in campus, all these people I'm pretty sure are not people who've never touched alcohol in their entire life. They do it in their own homes, and now that the institution, we treat it like a second home, which is why we have complete right if we want to smoke and drink in campus.
I'm sorry. Come again. You are saying you have the right to drink and smoke inside the campus.
Yes, we do.
Who has given you the right?
I am not supposed to be, no one is supposed to give me my rights. I have those rights for myself.
Why shouldn't there be discipline, something called discipline? Tomorrow a student from school can say that this is my right to smoke inside the school campus. What changes between a school campus and a university campus? That university campus, according to you, is a second home and can be used for smoking and drinking. And should the same logic be applied on school campuses as well?
No, that should not be.
Why? Why this indifference? Why this difference of thought?
Definitely because they're children. They're not of age. The legal drinking for age is if you're above 18, not 21.
Who is stopping you from drinking, ma'am? Why do you have to drink it inside the campus?
First of all, I am not saying that everyone should sit and drink in campus. I'm saying that these rules that are being levied have absolutely no purpose. If somebody wants to drink inside the bathroom, they can very well go and do that. But no CCTV will stop that. The point that the administration needs to bring up is that they need to have sensitization drives on why drinking is bad.
But
they need to have sensitization drives on why you are not supposed to, if you smoke, then it's bad for your health. The administration is supposed to have sensitization programs on why seniors cannot ill behave with their juniors. That is the job of the administration.
I'm not denying
liability by the administration.
I'm not denying
Right.
that the administration out there, they have a larger responsibility and they should perform, they have to perform, and questions would thus be asked to the authorities and
Absolutely,
administration.
right.
But when you talk about students, my simple, humble question is, when you say that it's okay to drink inside the campus, I have a big problem to that. You like me, hate me, discount me, dismiss me. But I would say there is a larger problem in the thought process. When you say it's okay to drink inside the college campus. Tomorrow somebody say that I want to do substance abuse inside the college campus.
I'm going to ask another question. Is this, if students should drink inside the campus, if students should smoke inside the campus, is this not diverting the whole thing from what has actually happened?
We are not diverting. We are simply trying to suggest that the wrong which has been happening in the university campuses in name of liberty and intellectual liberty has only paved in way of zero surveillance. If there are super seniors, your students only call them mafias. One second, your students only call them senior mafias, hostel mafias. If they had access inside the hostel and you think that's wrong, then could that have been stopped with the installation of CCTV cameras?
No, that
how come they come inside the college
They
campus?
have been stopped with the installation of CCTV cameras because
the hostel super is involved in this.
Yes. The
And if the
authorities-
authority itself involved in this, the CCTV is going to be with the authority. If they themselves are involved in a crime, then how will we hold them accountable with CCTVs? If we will have CCTVs, we want CCTVs inside the office authorities as well, because they conduct severe forms of corruption
Go for
inside
it.
the office.
Go for it.
But that will not happen. That
Why-
will not happen.
You-
the authority will not at any point
So
have
if-
CCTV footage in a huge camera shown to all the students, which is why we also do not want our privacy to be encroached upon by authorities.
But your privacy inside the university campus is sacrosanct, ma'am, and outside you are willing to compromise with.
Who
Outside,
said you will willing to compromise?
you don't compromise with your privacy, right?
What is your question? Could you
No,
explain
I'm
it
just
a little
saying your privacy inside the university campus is sacrosanct. Outside the university campus, you are willing to compromise with that.
No, we fight against that too.
How do you fight?
We host rallies.
Where is your Aadhaar card?
It is with me.
Have you linked your Aadhaar with your bank?
No, I have not.
You haven't?
Yes.
Have you given your Aadhaar for your phone number?
No, I have not.
You haven't. Have you really stopped all the CCTV cameras from outside your house to the university campus? Because every CCTV from outside your house till the campus, they are watching you.
Right.
Have you been able to stop them? Do you have a switch to switch
Right.
it off once you step out of the house?
No, I have not been able to do
That's
that.
the point, man.
So you're saying that just because something wrong outside is already happening, it's fine if it happens inside the campus?
I'm not saying that is wrong, but I'm saying what makes you think that this is wrong, and if it happens inside the university campus?
This is wrong. It is wrong inside. It is wrong outside as well. We are not supposed to have this many CCTV surveillances. What do you think the state does with all this footage? What do you think Facebook does? What do you think social media does? It is all entirely controlled by 4 or 5 capitalists sitting somewhere in America. So it cannot be, it's not like surveillance footage will stop crime from happening.
You are not there on Facebook also.
I am there on Facebook, unfortunately.
Please don't take me otherwise. I'm not against students. Honestly speaking, I possibly would be a little elder to you all, but I've studied in Bengal. I studied in a college out here in Kolkata, and I know
the rhetoric is kind of like, oh, you're against capitalism while you're wearing clothes.
it is
which you
not
bought from
about
capitalistic market.
it is not about
Right.
communism and capitalism. We are
It's
not
not, it's not.
digressing.
It's not.
We are
I'm
not
trying to say-
digressing.
what
I'm
I'm
saying
trying to say-
outsiders. If somebody doesn't have a business to be inside the college campus, university campus, and
We
the
can
hostel,
have
Who
friends.
decides this business?
We can have friends who might be willing to visit Jadavpur University because Jadavpur University has always been a democratic
It has
space
research scholars
and it
coming
will be a
here.
democratic
that democracy that democracy which allowed outsiders to get inside the hostel campus
Hostel.
in
I'm
a way.
not talking about the hostel.
Why is hostel different from university then? If you're talking about
I'm not
space.
talking about the difference in the spaces. I'm talking about the people who are living. Hostel is a residential space, and if the authority was liable enough, which it is not, then the pass outs wouldn't have been staying there.
Okay. That's a fair point. The authorities should have been more careful and vigilant on the hostel part. Outsiders should not have gone there, and they shouldn't have done what they allegedly did to Swapnadip Kundu, right? But under no circumstances you people would allow CCTV inside the campus. Has there been any approach made by the university authorities as yet?
Not yet, because our first priority currently is the protest we are carrying out for Swapnadip, where we want the post-mortem report to be made public. We want all the list of all the accused to be made public. We want the internal investigation committee report to be made public. So that is our first priority currently. And after that, if the code of conduct gets imposed on students, we will protest against that as well.
Well, you know, we did do a story yesterday about alcohol bottles, beer bottles, and all other stuff which had been lying here and there inside the university campus. Many people said that, many people called it moral policing. You see that as a moral policing?
Yes.
And those who called my report moral policing, our report as moral policing, they are all Jadavpur University students or pass outs. So you also think it's moral policing?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And if there is a wrong happening outside the university campus, you people will not protest?
Who said? We already do.
So
Look at our history.
you judging something wrong happening outside the university campus is acceptable by logic of students' rights, but a wrong happening, I don't have a right to decide whether something happening inside the university campus is right or wrong.
What are we doing over here?
I am saying drinking inside the university campus is wrong.
Why are you only talking about drinking when
Because
a student has died?
Because such wrongs over the years have only given impunity to a lot of people to think that ye chalta hai.
Look, we are against any form of any bad thing that happens outside. We are against it, and Jadavpur is one of the few places that are against it. If this was IIT Kanpur, they would have gotten rid of ceiling fans because somebody, like, this was an actual event that had happened 3 years ago when somebody committed suicide in IIT Kanpur. They got rid of ceiling fans, they got table fans instead. This is how other institutions react to a death. Just because we are critical of ourselves, we hold up. Why is it that this many? Why is it that the entire media is here? Because we are upholding Swapnadip Kundu's death. We want justice for Swapnadip. That is why everyone is here in the first place. Because we are critical. We hold ourselves accountable. We hold our authority accountable. No other institution does that. So I also find it a very fair point that we get to make our own decisions and we get to talk about our privacy. Because we fight for other wrongs as well. We fight for the wrongs inside campus. We fight for the wrongs outside campus.
But if somebody from outside the campus says, Srijata, you don't have the right to indulge in our business. Mind your own business. You don't have to fight for me. Then?
First of all, what is that logic? Like, if somebody gets lynched, you will not go fight against
Absolutely.
them. You will,
Absolutely.
right? If somebody, if an ABVP man came and told you today that this is not your business, do you think it's your business or not?
I
It is
will-
your business, correct?
I will
It
come-
is our business that way.
Okay.
It is our business.
Okay. All right.
Can the media statement end now, please? We have other work to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. I wish you continue with your work, but then, yes, it was an insightful discussion. Ma'am, I didn't get your name.
Anushna.
Anushna. So, yes, insightful discussion with the students out here who say that CCTV is nothing but a surveillance and they do not approve it, they will not approve it, and they see this as their right to in a way, decide what is right and what is wrong. The simple question was, should drinking be made punishable inside the university campus, and should drinking be allowed inside the university campus? That was the simple question. Well, media certainly can't be friends with all, but enmity, liking, dislike, friendship, no friendship will never ever stop us from asking questions. We will ask questions. We'll ask questions to the authorities, we did. We will be asking questions to the students because this isn't moral policing. This is about using wisdom in letting others know that a common shared wisdom does decide what is right, what is wrong, what is socially acceptable, what isn't, and the discipline is one for all. Nobody is above law. With video journalist Ronnie Shatra and my colleague Titash Mukherjee, in Jadavpur University campus. This is Samal Shah for News the Truth, NTT. Questions will be asked.